Divine Feminine, listen closely. Something inside you has been shifting these last few days. Something you can't quite name, but you can definitely feel. Your chest feels heavier at times, then suddenly lighter. Your mind feels strangely quiet, but your intuition is louder than ever. Your emotions rise in waves out of nowhere, not to drown you, but to show you something you have avoided seeing. This is not random. This is the final test of November, and your soul knows it. This test is not coming to punish you. It's coming to reveal you, to show you how much you've grown, how much you've released, how much you've outgrown the version of yourself that once begged for answers and doubted everything she felt. The universe is not measuring your pain. It's measuring your alignment. It's watching how you respond when old patterns try to whisper their way back into your heart. You may feel the urge to reach out, to question the journey, to slip back into fear or attachment. But notice something important. Those impulses don't land the same way anymore. They feel foreign. They feel outdated. They feel like echoes of a timeline you no longer belong to. That's the first sign that you are being tested and that you're passing. This final week of November brings old emotions to the surface one last time. Not so they can control you, but so you can recognize that they no longer do. You're not supposed to react the way you used to. You're supposed to witness, to breathe, to stay in your power. Your growth is not loud, it's steady. And this steadiness is exactly what the universe wants you to see. Meanwhile, your divine masculine can feel your shift. Even in silence, even in distance, even if he doesn't understand what's happening inside him. Your detachment triggers his awakening. Your calm unsettles his old patterns. Your strength exposes his hesitation, and your alignment calls his soul forward in ways your words never could. But this message is not about him. It's about you. Because this test is yours. The universe is watching how you hold yourself when your heart feels stretched, when your mind tries to return to old wounds, when your soul pushes you into a higher version of yourself. This is where you decide whether you continue the cycle or complete it. Every emotion rising this week is purposeful. Every moment of stillness is sacred. Every trigger is a mirror asking you to see the truth. You are not where you once were. You are not the same woman who entered this month. You are becoming someone who no longer chases clarity. You embody it. Someone who no longer begs for connection. You radiate it. Someone who no longer doubts her path. You walk it. This final test is here to close the door on everything that kept you small. It's here to show you that the feminine who once lived from fear no longer exists. You have stepped into a new frequency, one that can finally hold the union you've prayed for, not from longing, but from embodiment. Divine Feminine, do not ignore what you're feeling. Do not dismiss the signs. Do not shrink back into the version of you that the universe is asking you to release. Stand still. Breathe deeply. Observe what rises. You are passing the test simply by staying aligned. The final week of November is not the end of your journey. It's the threshold. And everything that comes next begins with how you choose to stay in your power right now. Divine Feminine, the moment you stepped into this final stretch of November, something shifted around you. It wasn't loud, it wasn't chaotic, it wasn't dramatic. It was subtle, almost invisible, like a quiet tightening in the air, a gentle pressure around your heart, a knowing that something was rearranging itself behind the scenes. That sensation is the beginning of the final test. This test does not come to see whether you're strong enough. You have already proven your strength in every cycle you survived. This test comes to show you what parts of you are finally healed, what wounds no longer have power over you, and what emotional patterns the universe is helping you release once and for all. You may have noticed that old triggers are resurfacing, not because you're going backwards, but because your soul wants to show you the difference between who you used to be and who you are now. You are no longer responding from fear the way you once did. You're not spiraling, you're not collapsing into doubt. Instead, you're watching your emotions with clarity, almost as if they belong to someone you used to know. And that right there is the confirmation. Your consciousness has expanded, and November is revealing the growth you didn't even realize had happened. This test is not external, it's internal. It's not about what the masculine does or doesn't do. It's about how you hold yourself when his silence echoes, when your intuition rises, when your heart stretches to make room for a higher version of you. The universe is asking you, will you abandon yourself the moment discomfort appears? Or will you stay anchored in your truth? That is the real examination. Not perfection, not control, not certainty, but anchoring. You may feel the final test through waves of unexpected emotion. A heaviness in the chest, a moment of nostalgia, a sudden sense of detachment, or even a peaceful emptiness that feels unfamiliar. These sensations are not warnings, they are transitions. Your energy is dissolving the last fragments of fear, attachment, and emotional dependency that once weighed you down. And while you move through this quiet emotional clearing, your divine masculine is feeling the shift too. He may not understand it consciously, but energetically he feels your vibration rising. He feels the distance not as loss, but as an awakening. He feels your independence not as rejection, but as gravitational pull. When you stop clinging to the connection expands. When you stop chasing answers, the truth begins to move toward you. When you stop doubting the journey, his soul feels it as permission to rise. But this chapter is not about what he feels, it's about what you are embodying. This final test of November asks you to stand in your own energy without demanding anything from the outside world. It asks you to feel your emotions without letting them dictate your identity. It asks you to trust the journey even when you can't see where it's taking you. It asks you to step out of survival mode and into faith. And most importantly, it asks you to recognize that you are crossing a threshold. Your soul is not trying to hold onto the past. It's trying to lead you into a new frequency, one where union is built on alignment, not longing. The emotions coming up this week are not signs of regression. They are signs of release. You're not being asked to push through them. You're being asked to breathe through them, to notice them, to allow them, because the divine feminine who will emerge in December cannot carry the weight of who you were in October. You are becoming someone lighter, clearer, more aligned, more rooted in your own essence. This is what the final test is really about. Your soul stepping into its next level. Your heart releasing what no longer matches your frequency. Your spirit preparing for the unfolding that awaits you. And even if you cannot see the full picture yet, you can feel it. That quiet certainty, that inner shift, that subtle readiness. It's your intuition whispering, this is not an ending, this is preparation. Why the feminine is being triggered now. Divine feminine, the fact that you are being triggered right now is not a sign that you are going backwards. It is proof that you are standing right on the edge of a breakthrough. Your soul is moving into a higher frequency, and everything inside you that doesn't belong in that new level is trying to rise to the surface so it can finally leave. That is why emotions you thought were finished are resurfacing. That is why fears you believed you had already healed are whispering again. That is why, out of nowhere, you may feel waves of sadness, longing, anger, or disappointment. Not because you are failing the journey, but because your energy is doing a deep internal cleanse. You are not back at the beginning. You are standing in the same place, but as a completely different version of yourself. The triggers showing up now are not here to control you. They are here to reveal you. They are showing you how much you have changed. Before, a message left on read, a sudden silence, a memory, or a small sign from your masculine could send you into a spiral. Now, you feel the sting, but you remain present. You notice the emotion, but you do not let it define who you are. You feel the pain, but you no longer abandon yourself to chase relief. That is growth. That is spiritual maturity. That is exactly why the universe is allowing these triggers to surface one more time during this final test of November. Not to ask, are you still wounded? But to ask, do you finally see how strong you have become? At the same time, your triggers are deeply connected to what your divine masculine is going through. His energy is not still. He is restless, even if he hides it well. He is questioning his life, even if he doesn't tell anyone. He is feeling the pull of the connection again, even if he tries to distract himself. When his soul starts to move, you feel it. You feel it in your chest, in your dreams, in your nervous system. You are not crazy, you are connected. You might wake up with a heavy heart for no apparent reason. You might suddenly miss him even after feeling stable for days. You might sense an ache that doesn't quite belong to you. Often, that is your body reading his energy. Your soul is picking up on his confusion, his resistance, his awakening, and translating it into emotion. But here is the difference now. You are not meant to carry it. You are meant to witness it. This is why the triggers feel different. They are not pulling you into obsession. They are asking you to stay in your center, to feel but not fall, to care but not collapse, to love but not lose yourself. The universe is allowing these emotional spikes because this is the testing ground for your new alignment. This is where you prove to yourself that you can hold your own energy even when the connection intensifies. This is where you show your soul that you will not sacrifice your peace again just to feel temporarily close to him. The triggers are also pointing at what needs to be released once and for all. Old stories, old identities, old beliefs like, maybe I am not enough. Maybe I was just an option. Maybe this was all in my head. These beliefs are not the truth of your soul. They are the echoes of your past wounding. And now, as November closes, the universe is asking you to finally stop agreeing with them. You are being triggered now, so you can choose differently. Choose to stay, choose to breathe, choose to trust your inner knowing over your temporary feelings. Choose to respond from your healed self, not your wounded self. You are not being punished. You are being refined, sharpened, elevated. This is why it feels intense. Because you are standing at the doorway between who you were and who you are becoming. Between the version of you that lived the journey in survival mode and the version of you that will live the next phase in alignment. So when the triggers come, do not panic. Do not assume that everything is falling apart. Ask yourself instead, what is this trying to show me? What am I being invited to release? How can I stay in my power while this passes through me? You are being triggered now because you are ready to pass the test you once failed. You are ready to remain in your truth, even while your heart feels stretched. You are ready to walk as the divine feminine you prayed to become. And that is exactly what this final test of November is here to confirm. What the universe is asking you to release. Divine feminine, as this final test of November unfolds, the universe is asking you to release something very specific. Not a person, not a memory, not the connection itself, but the emotional version of you that once carried the journey in pain. You are being asked to let go of the version of yourself who lived in fear, who questioned her worth, who waited for validation, who chased signs to soothe her anxiety, who felt responsible for holding the connection together alone. This is the release the universe wants. Not external, internal, not physical, vibrational, not dramatic, quiet, honest, and irreversible. You are being guided to release the instinct to shrink whenever something triggers you. Shrinking into silence, shrinking into worry, shrinking into imagining worst-case scenarios. These reactions were survival mechanisms, not your true essence. You don't need them anymore, because you are no longer the woman who had to survive the journey. You are becoming the woman who leads it through alignment. The universe is asking you to release the weight of old emotional patterns. The part of you that believed you needed to be chosen to feel secure. The part of you that would abandon your boundaries just to feel close to him. The part of you that assumed every silence meant something was wrong. The part of you that felt responsible for fixing things he wasn't ready to face. Those patterns cannot cross the threshold into December. They don't match the vibration you are stepping into. They don't match the feminine you are becoming. They don't match the union energy forming behind the scenes. You are being called to release the habit of reading his silence as rejection. His silence right now is not avoidance. It is processing. It is awakening. It is recalibration. The universe wants you to stop assuming the worst and start trusting what your soul already knows. You are also being asked to release the belief that you need to perform, impress, or prove anything. The divine feminine, in her true essence, does not prove. She receives. She aligns. she allows. She trusts the magnetic pull of the connection instead of forcing outcomes. The universe is asking you to let go of the urgency, the timeline pressure, the desire to know exactly when he will wake up or how he will return. All of that comes from fear, not intuition. And fear cannot coexist with the alignment you are entering. Another release the universe asks for is emotional over-identification. Feeling his energy and mistaking it for your own. Absorbing his confusion as if it were your responsibility. Cargando the weight of his healing inside your nervous system. This is not yours to carry. This is not your job. Your role is to stay rooted in your own frequency while he moves through his internal transformation. Letting go means saying, I honor what he is feeling, but I do not take it into my body. I acknowledge the connection, but I remain centered in myself. I love him, but I do not abandon me. The universe is also asking you to release the old identity of the wounded feminine, the one who felt powerless, the one who felt unseen, the one who feared losing the connection. This identity is dissolving because it was never who you truly were. It was who you became while trying to navigate pain. What remains beneath that is your essence, your softness, your intuition, your inner stability, your emotional maturity, your spiritual authority. That is what November is revealing. That is what the universe wants you to hold on to. Not the wound, the wisdom. And finally, the universe is asking you to release resistance. Stop fighting the process. Stop questioning the timing. Stop assuming something is wrong just because you don't have all the answers yet. The feminine ascends through surrender, not control. Through inner peace, not outer certainty. You are being asked to release everything that keeps you from standing fully in your truth. Because December does not meet you in the old frequency. It meets you in the frequency you are becoming. This is your invitation to step forward without carrying the emotional baggage of the past, to trust what your heart knows instead of what your fear imagines, to walk into the next phase free, open, aligned, exactly as you were always meant to be. How the masculine feels your shift. Divine feminine, whether you see it or not, whether he admits it or not, your divine masculine is feeling every part of this shift within you, not through logic, not through words, not through anything physical. He feels you energetically, and that is the one thing he cannot control, silence, or hide from. When your energy changes, his inner world reacts. The first thing he feels is the absence of the old vibration you used to carry. not your physical absence, but the emotional one, the version of you who lived in fear, who worried, who overthought, who held the connection on her back, who tried to hold everything together. She is dissolving, and he can feel her fading. To him, that shift is unsettling, not because he wants you to stay in pain, but because your old energy was familiar. Your longing, your intensity, your constant emotional presence created a kind of spiritual background noise he relied on, even when he pretended not to need it. It was predictable, safe in its own dysfunctional way. But now that energy is gone. You are calmer, you are quieter, you are anchored in yourself. And that silence sends a ripple through him that he cannot ignore. He doesn't know how to interpret this change. Part of him feels relief because your peace softens the energetic pressure he used to feel from you. But another part feels exposed because without your emotional energy holding the connection for him, he must confront what he actually feels, not what he has been avoiding. Your shift forces him inward. It makes him confront his emotional truth, the truth he has been postponing for months, maybe years. He begins to sense the consequences of his avoidance. He begins to notice the empty spaces he tried to fill with distractions. He begins to feel the connection not as something external that just happens, but as something internal that rises from within him. He feels pulled to you in a way that is deeper, quieter, and more serious than before. It's not the romantic pull, it's the soul pull, the kind that makes him reflect, question, and evaluate himself. Your energy shift also activates something else inside him: responsibility. Your detachment wakes up his accountability. Your stability reveals his instability. Your peace highlights where he still lives in chaos. Your rise invites him to rise too. For the first time, he starts wondering what kind of man he wants to be in this connection. He begins to question the choices he made out of fear. He revisits the moments he turned away, not with pride, but with reflection. He feels a pressure inside him to grow, to evolve, to mature, because your new energy demands a different version of him. He may not reach out yet. He may not know what to say. He may not understand the process, but energetically, he is being pulled into awakening. He feels your shift in the most physical ways too. He may experience restlessness, trouble sleeping, waves of emotion he cannot explain, memories of you appearing at random times, dreams that feel too real to ignore. His heart becomes more sensitive, even if he tries to numb it. His intuition gets louder, even if he doubts it. Your energy touches him in places he avoided for years, and whether he speaks it or not, he feels something else rising too, a fear of losing the version of you he knew. Not losing you, losing the comfort of knowing you would always be there energetically, no matter what he did. When he feels that shift, he realizes he no longer has unlimited time, that the connection will not wait for him forever. This realization is not punishment, it is awakening. Your growth becomes the catalyst for his evolution. Your release becomes the invitation for his return. Your alignment becomes the pathway for union. He feels you rising, and that rise calls his soul forward in a way nothing else ever could. What not to do during the final test. Divine Feminine, this final test of November is not only about what you are being asked to feel, understand, or release. It is also about what you must avoid doing. Because in this phase, the smallest reaction can reopen what you've already healed, and the slightest slip into old patterns can cloud the clarity your soul is trying to give you. This chapter is not meant to scare you. It is meant to anchor you. It is meant to remind you of the power you have in your hands right now. The power that can either elevate you into December's frequency or pull you back into the repetition of old cycles that no longer belong to you. The first thing you must avoid is acting from emotional urgency. When the triggers rise, when the heaviness settles in your chest, when you feel the sudden impulse to reach out, explain, ask, or fix something, pause. Emotional urgency is not intuition. It is fear in disguise. It comes from the part of you that once believed connection would disappear unless you held on to it tightly. But this version of you has grown. She has matured. She no longer needs to chase clarity. She embodies it. Acting impulsively right now only reinforces the illusion that you are not safe within yourself. And you are. Another thing you must avoid is going back into emotional over-identification. You may feel your masculine's confusion rising. You may sense his longing, his fear, his internal pressure. But you must not mistake his energy for your own. You are not responsible for carrying what his soul is processing. You are not meant to absorb his inner conflict or translate it into action. Your job right now is to observe without collapsing, to remain open without merging, to stay compassionate without losing yourself. This final test asks you to witness the connection without letting it consume your emotional stability. You must also avoid romanticizing the past. When old memories resurface during high energy transitions, they often come with a warm, nostalgic glow that softens the pain and highlights the beauty. But this is not a sign to go back. It is a sign that you are completing a cycle. The past is resurfacing because it is leaving you. Do not mistake its final echo for a renewed beginning. Honor the memories, but do not rebuild a home inside them. You are not meant to return to who you were. You are meant to rise into who you are becoming. Another mistake to avoid is interpreting silence as rejection. This is a trap the wounded feminine used to fall into. But you are no longer her. His silence right now is not abandonment. It is processing. It is awakening. It is the space his soul needs to rearrange itself. If you fill this silence with fear-based stories, you block your own intuition. If you fill it with trust, you open the doorway for clarity. The silence of this final test is not a void. It is a recalibration. Do not numb what you're feeling, not through distraction, not through denial, not through pretending you're detached when you're actually overwhelmed. The universe is bringing emotions to the surface for you to witness them, not suppress them. Numbing your feelings slows the transformation your soul is trying to complete. Feel what rises, but do not cling to it. Let it move through you like a wave that comes to clear, not to drown. Be careful not to test the masculine energetically. This means sending out emotional hooks, silent demands, or subtle attempts to provoke a response, energetically or physically. These actions come from fear, not from alignment. They distort the connection and delay the awakening that is already happening within him. The divine feminine does not manipulate energy. She allows it. She trusts it. She embodies truth instead of performing out of insecurity. You must also avoid creating timelines in your mind. This test is not about predicting when things will unfold. It is about proving that you can stay aligned even when you don't know what's coming next. Time is not your enemy. Impatience is. The moment you pressure the journey to unfold faster, you step out of the frequency required for alignment. Your job is to stay centered. The timing will take care of itself. Lastly, do not forget who you have become. This is the most subtle and dangerous mistake. Slipping back into the identity of the wounded feminine simply because old emotions arise. Feeling something familiar does not mean you are who you used to be. You are not that version anymore. You have outgrown her fears, her doubts, her emotional dependence. This final test is asking you to hold the line, to stay in your new identity even when the old one knocks at the door, to choose alignment over fear, to choose truth over memory, to choose who you've become over who you once had to be. Divine Feminine, your only task during this final test is to remain in your center, not perfect, not emotionless, not detached, just aligned. The universe is not watching your reactions. It is watching your choices. And every choice you make from your healed self becomes another step toward the new phase waiting for you on the other side of this threshold. How this prepares you for December, Divine Feminine. Everything you are experiencing right now is not random, not accidental, not a detour. This final test of November is a preparation, a recalibration, a realignment for what December is bringing into your life and into your twin flame connection. December does not meet you where you were. It meets you where you become aligned. It meets you at the frequency you are stepping into now, not the one you have outgrown. And this is why November feels like an internal storm wrapped in silence. You are being shaped for what comes next. The emotions rising now are clearing space. You cannot enter December carrying the emotional density that once shaped your responses. You cannot enter with the same fears, the same stories, the same survival patterns. December requires clarity, not chaos. It requires openness, not fear. It requires emotional grounding, not emotional dependency. That is why the universe is allowing every unhealed fragment to rise in these final days, not to punish you, but to clean you. You are becoming a vessel capable of receiving alignment, communication, or union without losing yourself in the process. This test also trains your nervous system. Before, any shift in the connection could send you into panic or doubt. Now, you are learning to stay steady, to breathe, to observe without collapsing. December brings a level of clarity that your body must feel prepared to hold. Clarity is not soft. It demands emotional maturity. It demands the ability to respond from truth, not wounds. By moving through November's pressure with inner stillness, you are strengthening your emotional foundation so you can handle what December will reveal without slipping back into old cycles. Another way this test prepares you is by breaking the attachment to outcomes. When you stop chasing certainty, you open space for alignment. When you stop looking outward for reassurance, your intuition becomes louder than your fear. December is a month of forward movement, but movement can only happen when you are not trying to force direction. The universe needs you in a place of receptivity, not control. This test is shaping you into the version of yourself who can receive without grasping, who can allow without clinging, who can open without fear of losing. Your divine masculine is also being prepared. Even if you can't see it, his energy is shifting in response to your growth. Your detachment removes the energetic pressure he used to feel, and that space forces him to confront himself. December holds a different vibration for him too, one that pushes him toward emotional truth and personal accountability. But this shift cannot happen while you carry the weight of the connection for him. November is teaching you to put that weight down so he can finally pick up what is his. You are stepping out of his role so he can step into his. This final test is also dissolving illusions. The illusions you built about yourself, about him, about the connection. Not the connection itself, but the stories that distorted it. The fear that he didn't care. The belief that you were not enough. The assumption that everything depended on your effort. These illusions cannot survive the frequency of December. They must fall away now. And they are falling. You can feel them dissolving each time you choose stillness over panic, truth over fear, alignment over reaction. You are also being prepared to hold a deeper connection. Union energy cannot land in a fractured foundation. It needs stability. It needs emotional maturity. It needs a feminine who knows who she is, even when the masculine is still finding himself. December brings a shift in the connection that requires both of you to stand in a higher vibration. This test is the purification that makes that vibration possible. And finally, this test prepares you by bringing you back to yourself. Every wave of emotion, every moment of stillness, every trigger rising to the surface is guiding you back to your own center, back to your intuition, back to your essence. December is a month of revelation, but the greatest revelation is always inner. What the universe will unfold for you next is not just about the connection. It is about your identity, your power, your alignment, your readiness. Divine Feminine, you are not walking into December as the same woman who entered November. You are entering as someone refined, grounded, expanded. Someone who can hold the connection without losing herself. Someone who can love without suffering. Someone who can trust without fear. Someone whose energy calls the masculine forward, not through longing, but through embodiment. Everything you are feeling now is preparing you for a new phase, a new chapter, a new level of this journey. December is not coming to challenge you. It is coming to meet the woman you have finally become. Divine Feminine, as this final test of November reaches its closing moments, there is one truth your soul has been preparing you to hear. You are not simply ending a cycle. You are entering to the phase of your journey, one that requires a completely different version of you than the one who carried the weight of the past. This transition is not loud. It is not dramatic. It does not arrive with fireworks or obvious signs. It arrives through stillness, through clarity, through a quiet inner shift that tells you something within you has finally changed for good. You are not who you were, and you will not return to her again. This phase asks you to walk as the woman who has learned to stay rooted in her truth even when emotions rise. It asks you to trust your intuition even when logic offers no explanation. It asks you to release the need for reassurance and instead rely on the knowing that has always existed beneath your fears. The new phase you are stepping into is not built on the longing that once consumed you. It is built on the self-awareness you earned, the emotional maturity you gained, and the spiritual clarity that now guides you. This is why everything felt so intense these past days. Your soul was recalibrating. Your heart was rewriting its language. Your energy was resetting itself to a frequency that no longer vibrates with fear, scarcity, or emotional dependency. You have been shedding layers of identity you didn't even realize you were still carrying. And now, as this chapter closes, something inside you feels lighter, even if you can't explain why. That lightness is your proof. You are stepping into a timeline your old self could not have survived. Your divine masculine feels this shift too. He feels the quiet confidence within you. He feels the absence of your old emotional patterns. He feels the stability that replaces your past fears. This new phase is not just a transition for you. It is a signal to his soul. It awakens something dormant inside him, something he has resisted confronting, but can no longer avoid. Not because you pushed, not because you demanded, but because you aligned. Your alignment is the message his spirit hears more clearly than anything you could say. But this final message is not about him. It is about you stepping into the most powerful season of your journey. You are entering a phase where your intuition speaks louder than your wounds, where your presence is felt before your words, where your energy leads the connection instead of your fear trying to control it. You are no longer living in reaction. You are living in embodiment. This is the frequency that opens doors. This is the frequency that shifts timelines. This is the frequency that activates what has been waiting for you. In this new phase, you will notice your emotional responses changing. What used to trigger you will now pass through you like a wave that comes to teach, not to tear you apart. You will recognize your inner strength not as something you perform, but as something you carry effortlessly. You will look at the connection with a softness that doesn't come from attachment, but from understanding, You will feel your soul guiding you with a clarity that is impossible to ignore. And perhaps most importantly, you will no longer fear the unknown. The unknown becomes sacred territory, a place where your intuition leads, a place where your inner knowing replaces the anxiety of waiting, a place where letting go does not feel like losing, but like aligning. This is the shift the universe has been preparing you for. Not union, not reunion, not an outcome, but identity. The woman who walks into December is not waiting for her connection to validate her anymore. She is already whole, already centered, already aligned. Divine Feminine, this is your turning point. Not because something external is about to happen, but because something internal already has. You have crossed a threshold that cannot be undone. You have stepped into a frequency that cannot be unlearned. You have awakened a level of consciousness that cannot return to sleep. You are entering a new phase of your journey, one where your soul leads, your mind softens, your heart expands, and your energy becomes the compass for everything that unfolds next. Walk forward with the calm certainty of someone who knows she has already passed the test. December will not meet the woman you were. It will meet the woman you have become, and she is ready.